One of the most satisfying feelings that I've encountered is whenever the whole world around you is moving to the beat of your own drum, nothing's gonna hurt you, and you have full control of the situation at hand. As I get older, I start to realize that my own laziness and self-conscious thoughts take a good grip of my neck and say, hey.
Okay, then.
In other words, that feeling it's almost like the feeling whenever you're saying to yourself, what's the point? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? There is no point. It seems as if people who work jobs that are 9 to 5 usually encounter this demonization. And a lot of them, just like myself, have routines that to vanquish such feelings, whether that is to socialize, to go out at bars, or to, consume as much copious amounts of food as possible. Drinking alcohol, of course, being the most inefficient one of them all. But now I sit here and wonder, what does one do exactly when this demonic possession overtakes you to such a high degree that it almost seems impossible to crawl out of your pit? So let's get real here. Everything that I'm talking about,
I'm always told that I talk a lot. I kind of believe him now. I hope you find some sort of entertainment through this personal story of mine of drug abuse. Amphetamine dextroamphetamine is a combination of 4 salts: amphetamine aspartate monohydrate, amphetamine sulfate, dextroamphetamine saturate, dextroamphetamine sulfate. Simply put, we're talking about Adderall. I can sit here and read you some clever Wikipedia insert of what these amphetamine enantiomers mean. And yes, I just learned that word today. But I'll try to dumb it down as much as I can. Now let me give you a really bad example. The same way a man's genitals function when being stimulated by what is naturally sexually attracted to the specimen, there are individuals that go through a similar process but targeted to their substantia nigra, frontal cortex, hippocampus, striatum, nucleus accumbens, and ventral tegmental area. All these parts have a role in producing and discharging dopamine. What I'm trying to say is that Adderall is kind of like Viagra for your brain. Now, hopefully I didn't dumb that down too much, but that's how we turn your ED to
an 80 in high definition. I wrote that joke maybe like a week ago. It's really funny now, saying it on camera, but I don't think it's really that funny. I only take this substance when I know there are things to be done and I am glued to the bottom of my seat. I've taken creatine before to alleviate my possession, but I would always get side effects. I've always experienced discomfort in the stomach, nausea, uncontrollable shaking, humming sensations throughout my body, near premature defecation, loss of appetite, and crashing.
Wicked.
Due to those minor symptoms, I decided to look for something different to fuel my desire to work on essential errands and personal projects.
Is she breathing? I don't know.
Like most people, I was pretty nervous about trying this drug, considering that it was a distant neighbor of methamphetamine. At first, there was nervousness, some paranoia, restless pacing, but then something sparked. I'm trying to do my best to describe exactly what it is, but really all I can say is that there was a switch. Sometimes life can overwhelm you, and it feels like all you can do is just hold your breath and not let go. But being on Adderall felt like I could release everything. And it wasn't just my emotions, it was everything. For the first time in a long time, it feels like I could just be me, and there was no mental blocks, there was no emotional or any angst, nothing. It was just me. There was this one time where I just sat down and started talking to all my friends on the phone. I called my mom, I called my dad, and I told them how much I appreciated them. And it didn't feel like I had to do it. It was more like I yearned to do it. And at the end of the day, I remember sitting down and looking at all the good work I did and thinking back on all the conversations that I had with all my friends and family, and just thinking to myself, wow, you did it. It felt so good. I felt so happy, so warm inside. It was peace and bliss. Some people might call that euphoria. I've only ever experienced that euphoric moment once. The rest of the times was something a bit more disappointing. But we can talk about that another day.